Okay. Let's see how that goes. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. June 18th? Or something like that? I don't know what DHL did. They're supposed to bring my my Tom Bin zipper cord things that should have produced jingle jangles, but can't be found. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, good morning, everyone. We're actually testing something today. A substantial change has happened in my backpack. I'm not using a USB hub in there anymore, which should, in theory, simplify stuff, but it never works out that way. And now I get to see if anything actually stays charged back there. We'll see. All right, lights red. Let's go. Okay, who do I see? Bear in the Garden, Hobson Lopez, Ambrose Jamerpon, Ujamin, Jason Freeman is here. Lynn and Graham, Ron TV, Metro. Hello, hello, Victoria, Florian, Zither, Jerome, Martin Kelly, all in Tokyo. Bear in the Garden's also on Twitch. GPLX, good morning. Cooper Time, good morning. Luke Skywalker gracing us with the Force, good morning. Molly Chamber, Marie Wiseman, positive vibes. We'll take it, good morning. Steve Parker, good morning. Joaquin Moore, good morning. Philip Maxwell, good morning. Johnny Wilkers, MM. Jean-Jacques, good morning, good morning, good morning. Sean M324, good morning. William D'Angelo, Gabby, Michael B, good morning, good morning, good morning. Margie, good morning. Holly Pine Tree, good morning. We'll see about that 100-degree temperature. It keeps fluctuating. I saw it go as high as 101 on weather.com, but it's still a week away. Next Tuesday is supposed to be the hottest day. But now if you look at weather.com, it's under 100. It's still going to be hot. Like I have no doubt that it's going to be like upper 90s. Let's see how hot it actually gets when we get to that day as we get closer, but we'll see. Luke on kick. Decent rest last night, decent. Baby commuter had a rare day where she was so tired she fell asleep on the way home from a play date dinner, like at 7. But then she woke up around 10:30 because she had to pee. And if she wakes up in the middle of the night, the immediate stop she makes after the bathroom is our bedroom. So I was already asleep. I was tired too. But I took her back to her room and I ended up sleeping there. Oh well. But I slept okay. She only punched me in the neck once. So that's good, I think. Let's see, where's Ambrose? Thought I saw you somewhere. Yeah, I'm sure I did. Where was I up to? Tomu, Gerard, Johnny Five Alive, you have Parkinson. It's like not hot, but it is muggy. I mean, you can see the damp ground. It's rain and or the threat of rain. Right now, the threat of rain. Tomoko, hello, in Yokohama. Steve Smith, Gina G. George H, hello. Yeah, now and then after the heat wave ends tomorrow, it'll be, not tomorrow, next week. It seems like the general temperature is back, highs in the 80s. lows in the 60s and 70s, which is like as per usual for summer weather. Well, let's see what else happens. Usually it's not going to get much cooler than that, but then it will potentially get hotter in the waves. Leon, good morning. Torrential rain? I don't know about that. We'll see. Kevin Hawthorne, good morning. Jeffrey Wu, good morning. Studios, thanks for the Prime sub on Twitch. Appreciate you not letting Bezos keep his Bezos bucks by utilizing all the features of your Prime membership. Sue Pitchford, good morning. Maybe she was doing a clothesline on me. No, this was like a straight jab into my neck. It woke me up with a big startle. Not what I was expecting. Speaking of that specific move, there's this really silly Matrix edit where Neo is fighting Agent Smith in the subway, and he uses a move where like his punch is short or is blocked or something, but then he like extends his fingers into Agent Smith's neck and Agent Smith makes that sound. But there's an edit where he just uses that move like 1,000 times. It's just very funny. I don't know, this is the kind of stupid stuff. But yeah, look up Neo versus Agent Smith subway neck thing. You should be able to find it pretty quickly. If you see that same move used more than once, you're probably in the right video. I think it's very funny. And that's what happened to me last night. Where am I up to? Con Burnus. Gigi's here, good morning. Now, let's see how hot it ends up being. It's still going to be hot. We'll see if we get that triple digit temperature. I'm sure the real feel is going to get there. Nomad, yo. Brian, hello. Steve B. Ambrose just uses the Vulcan Death Grip. Probably more effective than the Force Choke. John Costello, good morning. Circle Beyond, good morning. Strawberry Fields is here from District 12. Good morning. Sally Scipio, good morning. Rockefeller on my left. Skylift. That stuff. I feel like they're just putting different stuff on top of the rock to get people to go there. First it was that beam to make it feel like you were sitting on the large, I don't know, whatever it's called. Metallic beam, I don't know, like that iconic photo. Now it's just some other kind of lift. I feel like they're just gonna keep repurposing the lift they have up there with different stuff. We'll see what'll be next. Nacho Oaxaca, good morning. Where was that up to also? Sally Scipio. New York Rangers 94 Yanks 2000. Are you at work yet? St. Patrick's, am I right? Del Frisco's. Tober Salesman is here, hello. Oh, this shirt is not, it also is a Mizzen and Main shirt, so it dries fast, but as soon as anything drips on it, it very obviously shows because of the color, but it dries fast. Elise Butic, good morning. Jacqueline Dalamal, hello. I always forget there's a Dyson store here. I can't believe how much money those Dyson hand vacuums are. You start to get over $1,000 for some of those models of that stick vacuum. You know the one I mean? Vinster's here. Good morning. I heard about the hot dog eating thing. The guy that won last year, Pat Bertoletti, I think this is going to be a big competition if Joey Chestnut is back. Who knew that we'd be in a time where there's drama surrounding hot dog eating competitions? Anything could happen. Do I wear a hat during the summer? No, I probably should though. That's right, Ambrose. And Luke Skywalker on behalf of the Republic Alliance with 20 credits. 1-to-1 conversion, credit to US dollar. May the force and comfy and dry weather be with you. Thank you, Luke. Appreciate your generosity now and always. Make sure they don't build any more Death Stars. Casey Blazer, good morning. Kalina Malina, почему источник видео указывает 1440p? Sorry, I didn't say it in Russian. That's weird, right? But then only able to see 720p. Sometimes your screens don't support it. If your screen doesn't support 1440 or your browser or whatever, you're not even going to get 1080. The next resolution you're going to get is 720. However, I did officially get approved into the Twitch 2K beta, so if anybody who normally streams at 1440, do you guys see 1080p now? I'm assuming no. Because they want you to locally encode it and stream it at other resolutions. RJ, good morning. Oh yes, the Pedro Pascal lookalike. I think I saw it on when Dutch Maz was showing the news of the week, or whatever's happening on the internet. I didn't know that was happening at all until I learned about it from Dutch Maz. The guy kind of looked like Pedro Pascal. It's like a Timu Pascal or something, you know. Not disrespectfully. I mean, you don't want to look exactly like somebody unless you're like a twin or related to them. Anyway, not sure, Jamie. Bradley Biggle says to log in to view higher resolutions. So you're not, Bear in the Garden's not able to see 1440, but 720 is max after 1440, where 1440 is not available. That's strange. I was doing 1440 even before I got into this beta, and it was working for people. And now that I'm in the beta, it doesn't work? Ugh. And I tried reaching out to support about server-side transcoding to 1080p on Twitch. Impossible. Nobody understood anything I'm saying. It was just not possible to get an answer. 16K stream, my goodness. Bear in the Garden sees 1440, and Luke sees it. Okay, great, but not 1080. It's still the next one down to 720. I thought for partners, Twitch was supposed to allow, more transcoding options on server side. Oh, they're all turning. They got 9 seconds. If this guy, 6 seconds. I'm gonna actually. He's turning. Let's go. We got time. We're safe. Because sometimes if I don't make this one, earlier than I'm supposed to, I don't make the next one. Like I'll walk into a red light. If I can cut across that one early, I kind of help seal my fate in a positive way as they continue working on Grand Army Plaza South. Let's look at one of these ripped things and see what we see. Okay, like the entire east part of it looks like it's done. Now, of course, I'm wasting time here, and I'm going to miss the light. Looks like the east side is done in terms of all the concrete, but they still got work to do on the side closer to the Plaza Hotel. But all the trees are still much smaller than they were. Now we'll still make it, see? All right. What have I missed? What have I missed? Okay, people do see 1440. Great. Okay. Stefan Schober, good morning. Location restriction. Oh, they're not allowing you in another place to have higher resolution? Now that I don't understand. Unless, here's what I'm assuming might be going on. Places that might get less overall viewership, like geographically, on Twitch, they probably have local servers over there transcoding stuff, but they probably just have a much smaller or weaker hardware, or just less hardware in general. And so they're like, you know what? We could even lower the resolutions. Let's not take the extra power, the extra resources, since it's a lower viewership from here. I wouldn't be surprised if they did that based on the things I hear from Amazon. From high, puppins, 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 oh, there might be a bear in the garden. I have a Cerberus there. Sometimes sneak them in when you're not looking. I hear things jingling in my backpack. Something's loose in there. I don't know what, but it's in there. Hopefully my torso blocks any of those sounds from the camera. It's a pretty loud sound for running. I don't know if it's the shoes or just the mechanics of that person. Not everybody was that loud running. Best way to watch is on a 2013 plasma TV. My mom, of all people, got obsessed with like flat screen televisions. She used to drag me around to various places, and she saw one in that ABC home store on Park Avenue, just on display in like the late 90s, and she's like, I need to get one of those. But they were still super expensive. They were like $20,000 or something like that. So it took a few more years for them to come down in price. Then she eventually got one, and she was satisfied for a little while. All right, let's see what the update is on the sea lines. You can hear some jingle jangle? Gosh. Oh well. It is what it is. Twisted Owl Squatter's back. Nothing. Like maybe they're working on the glass, but everything else on the inside looks just as dirty as it did before. It's like a main attraction here at the zoo, and I feel like they're not doing this very quickly. Well, let's see. Workroom, good morning. Angvid, good morning. I tripped up on my mouth a little bit there. Yeah, some of those TVs got really hot. I'm not sure where your questions are coming from, Jamie the Rooster. You can use a VPN, yes. If you can spoof your location, you should be able to get... Okay, why is it jangling? What is going on? Oh, no. A little gust of wind got the trees to release some of their water. Ooh, glitch there? Or is that, I don't know. Could have been my hand, could have been both. That looks like my hand. Justin, please stop calling it 8-bit world. It used to be a whole thing when the stream turned completely 8-bit. And that's very different than these glitches. And it makes me think that we're back to that original problem where the entire thing turned to 8-bit and I had to restart the pocket. Or disconnect it and reconnect it. So you're giving me PTSD? I mean, not seriously, but you know what I mean. But that area always has a drop in bit rate for whatever reason. Dean slope on my left, really starting to come in now. I can't see Billionaires Road today, it's all foggy. Abby's here, good morning. Trev Line, Laura Ansara, Michelle K, good morning, good morning. No worries, Justin. Time flies. There's the weather, nice and humid. I feel that. I'll take the non-existence. The peaceful early morning sounds of some leaf blower or something, or a lawnmower. I don't even know what they're doing. But it definitely helps for my immersion. Just walked by Balto, that's right. Ooh, the Boyds. Michigan Outdoors, good morning. Feed the birds, feed. That's the pitch. No, it's a lawnmower. A riding mower. But I think it's like two pitches alternating, kind of making one seemingly one pitch. Anyway. Yeah, Minecraft streams, remember? We had like eras and throughout the, like, what do they call them with the, what are the Taylor Swift segments of career called? Frank the Tank is here. No Wranglers in the park, unfortunately. Sorry. Good morning. Bob Kelly, good morning. Pizza. It's like pterodactyl, but the P's not silent. Stephen Chober stuck in the rain. The Listeria era. Yeah, we had several. We had the one where the fences got us. We were battling the fences, battling the mattress store. Those were two separate ones. Then we had Minecraft for a while. Now I'm just causing all the problems myself. We're battling my backpack. Chapters? Maybe chapters, I don't know. Era. But you know what I mean. Let's see, Jay Bless, hello. Yeah, like Taylor Swift's eras. Yeah, that. We are never, ever, ever back together. We are never, ever, ever. Okay, I think that's it, right? It took me a moment to get the pitches right. I have not heard that or even tried to sing that song. Haven't heard it in a while. I don't think I ever tried to sing it. So couldn't get that one right for a while. Anywho, yeah, all those eras, Strawberry Fields. But I feel like the Listeria era won't end until my life ends. So that one kind of encompasses the rest. That's the umbrella era. We've been through a lot, right? John Smith in Northeast Ohio, hello. Let's see how it does today with the walk up to lead up to Bethesda. In the next area we get glitches usually. I don't do well in the heat, but I just deal with it. I'm more concerned about my equipment. But we haven't had like substantial heat yet. We just had a couple of preview days. Next week's supposed to be a good one. I don't know. I don't know what you want me to say, Stefan. Get it on the charger. You gotta always be ready. Have a charger or a battery bank or something. You gotta be prepared. Like the Lion King song. There it is. I did warn you. But it came back. Now it's just going to take a little while for the bit rates to recover. Hey, people wonder about fishing in Central Park. There's somebody fishing right now. Which you are allowed to do. It's all catch and release. But I think technically what he's doing is more fly fishing. Power bank is in the car. Oh man. To Jesse, good morning. Frank's tomato plants are good. Safe. Any salmon? Oh, Jamie. Your questions today. I'm trying to see if I can see any fishing actually happening or fish actually being caught. Dark Space, good morning. There's tons of koi fish in there or some kind of, well, there are plenty of turtles too. I don't know if you're going to catch any turtles though. Still feel my fan? I do. What's my temperature in the thing? 59. Okay, so we're at the highest part of it. Not gimbal hand swapping. Yes. But I don't know if I remember I asked why you don't swap your gimbal hands. I don't know if I might have missed your answer last time. Lobo, good morning. Yeah, well, I love Central Park when all the greenery is in. And in the winter, I like it when it's filled with snow. When it has nothing, no leaves, no snow, just cold, that's not my favorite time, but people still like it. All right, let's see how slippery this is. Not too bad, but I'm causing the bridge to like shake. Well, not shake, but you heard like the rattling sounds under it as I walked. Ela Dorka, thanks for the follow on Twitch. Glad you're enjoying it, Abby. For sure there's like some time-lapsable content there. I have an idea for a new BRB screen, and I might start working on implementing it. Because we do have some like running gags on the channel, and I might start to do some generative work on those to kind of have little Easter eggs during the breaks. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. At least before, until we get the clips going. I think I just stepped funny and irritated my hip flexors on the right. Well, it's been a good run. The pigeons are iconic. Maybe I'll elevate them into their own little... Uh-oh. I'm trying to stand on like the one break in trees that I found, because I'm hearing like a little gust, and I was worried I was going to get dripped on, but now I think I'm just hearing the creek up ahead. Busy lady, hello. It should include Tony Robbins, you're right. Thank you for reminding me. There's the creek. Can we please see at least one frog somewhere? There's got to be at least one frog in Central Park. Well, if there's only one, then you can't really do much there. But Bagels and Walk Sean, it has made it in. Everyone, watch your technology, or he'll come for it. I'm kidding. Right now, he's got to fight the DOE. Yeah, people do forget to stretch hip flexors. If more people did that and also got good control of their pelvic tilting, that could help a lot of problems. Core strength, hip flexor stretching, pelvic tilt, all that stuff. If you do like those things, you'll be good 80% of the time. Peaceful. It's either peaceful or it sounds like a really strong after the movie theater 2-liter soda visit to the restroom. One of the two, or that could be one and the same. Dealer's choice. Oh, the little duck family is still hanging out here. Oh, look at these guys. I see the mama duck watching me. I think these are the same ones as last week, but they're already like bigger. They're growing. Look at this. Come on, bagel boy. Get your photos. No, I'm sorry. And they're like foraging. Are they actually getting some like critters from the ground, like worms or something under there? Because they're really digging. Posture, yeah. Yeah, never being in one position for too long. Staying mobile, changing positions, which is never staying in one position. All right, you know what I mean. Or number 2 after Taco Bell. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. They're really getting under us. They don't care that I'm here at all. They got their business going. They're on a mission, and I'm just part of the background noise. All right, let's go. Double time. Step in time. By the way, I kind of proved to myself that there's like a weird issue with the power distribution on the Radshare Rock 5B Plus. I changed the way that I'm plugging in my devices. I took out the hub and I plugged the Samsung phone directly into the USB-C port on the back of the device. And I left it plugged in overnight. And of course, the Samsung was nearly drained in the morning because that port reverses and starts taking charge from something that's plugged into when the device is off. It tries to steal the charge to turn back on again. So if I do it this way, I'm gonna have to make sure I keep turning off the Galaxy. Or I'm just gonna get a USB-C to USB-C cable and use that for the Pocket 3. But I feel like that one doesn't really need that much extra juice. So it would be good to have it on a dedicated line. Yeah, we'll see. JD, for the $5 Canadian Super Chat, enjoying the morning walks. Thank you, JD. Sorry, I was all walking uphill and giving you a text story, so I got out of breath. Thanks for the support. JD, appreciate your generosity. Uh-oh, step in time, I got it in your head now? My bad. I love my wires. Hello, Boydie. Feed the birds, chubbins. All right, I don't know. If anybody walks by me, they're gonna think I'm absolutely bonkers. No, Pope. No, I'm kidding. All right, Billionaires Row, hidden. This is definitely, we've gone to this specific position on so many Wednesdays. This is definitely time-lapseable. The seasons, the fog, the weather, like everything. There could be a big compilation of these, but the amount of effort that would take would be a pain in the tuchus. I feel like you could program some AI bot to figure that out. Yeah, this is matcha. This is how they get matcha. All the matcha of the world is sourced from late spring, early summer Central Park waters. You heard it here. By the way, I don't know how this happened, but I started getting recommended these like stealth camping videos, and somehow I got one recommended from, so I forget the name of the island, but there's an island just south of Roosevelt Island, like a really tiny island with like a small lighthouse, very small lighthouse type structure on it, but it's for the most part not used for anything. But now I saw a video of a guy who kayaked out to it and camped on it, and then after I saw that one, I saw like 8 more of those videos recommended in my feed. So it sounds like somebody is like really trying to play with fire here and use that island for content until, well, they've also incriminated, I don't know what the legalities of that are, but they essentially have proof of them being on the island on their YouTube channel now. So if they weren't supposed to do that, it's going to be pretty easy to find them. Find them. Anyway, I don't know what the name of that island is, but now if you want to look up those videos, you can just look up for people camping on the smallest island in New York City. It's like, it might make a lot of views. You're probably right. It might actually take off. You never know these days. No, I'm not going to do the castle today, Nitra. Also, welcome back. Good morning. Do you have to pay a toll? I can't. Oh, Ambrose. Someone's always playing around with something. I think wasn't there that time that they broke chat right before a weekend, and then it was broken the whole week. Uh-oh, there's a wind. Wait, is that rain or wind? It's wind because I'm not seeing the droplets beyond the trees in the distance and the water. Yeah, they broke like chat for a whole weekend because somebody pushed some line or something to the code. All right, let's keep moving. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna come out to the. I'm gonna come out of the trees for a second. Wait for the wind to die down, and then. All right, now we can go. Still feeling the wind a little bit, but hopefully we'll get out of here before any more gusts come. We got that petrichor going. Oh no! Yeah, there's a couple of like abandoned places around the city. What is the other one? North Brother Island, I think, or something. There's also some like abandoned like ship jail. I don't know, there's a bunch of things. So if you want to really get into those videos, you could. I just hope the people don't get in, because the people that were also going to these places were not doing anything disrespectful, but it might still be considered trespassing. So I hope they don't get in trouble. All right, probably not as many Lance Armstrongs out today because of the wetness. There'll still be people on their bikes, but I think the speed bikes will just be too much of a risk around some of the turns, especially. Arctic turn? I wonder if they finished. I don't know. Usually I go that way, but that section's been closed off for a while. I don't want to have to backtrack, so I'm just going to go out this way again. Wait, is he getting married again? Speaking of weddings, that's probably why this popped up in my feed. Apparently when Bill Gates married Melinda French, he like rented out an entire hotel in Hawaii or on one island, Lanai, I think, and also rented out all the helicopters so that no paparazzi could fly over or be in the hotel. And that was like in the 90s. Oh, it's definitely gonna muddy up my shoes. Is there an abandoned Sears? There might be somewhere. There are a few like abandoned malls. I've seen some videos on that. Oh, it's in Venice and they're not happy about it over there? Oh boy. Yeah, look at these flowers. What is this thing again? It's like a small magnolia, but they're very specific. Something with a P. Oh, come on, brain. Rhododendron with an R. Thank you. It's rhododendron. Thank you. Jeez. Man, that was tough on my... I'm upset that I couldn't remember that. No, I think peonies are a little different. Those look like rhododendron to me. Magnolia. All right, Ambrose. But it looks like we're getting Windows Vista back with iOS 26, so that's nice. It all goes back to glass, I guess, or Apple decides that it does. Oh man, that person just rode their bike right onto the place you're not supposed to ride your bike. Right off the place on the sidewalk you're not supposed to ride your Oh, they are different groups? Interesting. I thought they were kind of related. Are they somewhat related, apart from being plants? Do they have any closer relationship? That's impressive. He's on his bike with a hot cup of coffee, just blowing on it as he casually goes down Central Park. This guy too, he's not supposed to do that. He's supposed to walk the bike there. I'm pretty sure there's even a sign that says no bike riding until you get to the path. Yeah, there's a sign right there. And especially with the off-leash hours too, like they really shouldn't be doing that. Anyway. I'm not grumpy. Bill Kill, good morning. Windows 2000 was stable. I mean, that was more of like this. Well, no, was that more of the server one? No, not really. Maybe it was. But Stephen Parker, thanks for the follow. You were the only person that liked Vista. It's possible. What was the other really bad one? Was there a Windows 8? I don't even remember anymore. I remember installing Windows 95 off of floppy disks onto my Windows 3.1 computer. It was like 8 to 10 floppies, and you just had to keep swapping them out as you installed it. And you could hear that sound of the floppy being read. What a time. iOS 26 looks like a custom Android skin from 10 years ago. It's kind of interesting how even Android has become less and less customizable. In some ways more, but in many ways less. What is going on here? What are they about to be setting up for? Bagels? Bagels! Only at plant parties? What's the number for 911? Oh, Windows ME. Oh man. I remember that one. I think I used them all. You have a floppy disk with a story you once wrote on it? Yeah, I used to, because you used to be able to get all those America Online floppy disks. I think you just reuse them. I remember I had a bunch that I just would save random documents to, including when I tried to keep a diary. I think it's because I mainly like to type. I enjoyed typing. In Microsoft's own guest building, Windows ME was never mentioned, or is never mentioned? Interesting. Compost. It's some ways more, but in many ways less. Ambiguous shirt. I like that one. It's almost like I said it, but didn't mean to, which is like 99% of my life. Thanks for capturing it, Strawberry Fields. You want an old computer to play Oregon Trail? Just do a virtual machine. You could throw up like a, I don't mean like regurgitate, but you could put up a Windows 3 or 95. You know, all the ones that were very heavily DOS-based Windows. Those should have run Oregon Trail okay. Or you could play one of the updated versions of the game, I think, but not the same charm. I guess that's not what you're looking for. Yeah, I didn't like when AOL switched from floppies to CDs because the CDs weren't rewritable, at least the ones they sent out. You can get rewritable CDs, but they were never the ones that were sent out for America Online or CompuServe or Prodigy. Deborah. Good morning. How many words a minute can I type? It depends. I've gotten, on a really good day, I've gotten close to like 200 on one of those tests. But I would have had to been doing a lot of typing to maintain like my accuracy to get up to that. So I probably average closer to like 130, 140 these days. I've gotten better at the number row though. I used to be really struggle busting the numbers, but I got a bit better with that. It doesn't slow me down as much. It still does. Feed the birds. They had beauty to gardens. That's how they're related, Bear in the Garden. Got it. If A is a word, a lot of words. I wonder how the new Superman's gonna be. I'm still sour about it because of Henry Cavill's removal from the franchise randomly after they just like brought him back. Not to mention, I don't think the new guy is that much younger than Cavill. And I thought they were trying to say they're going to use a younger Superman again to like refresh the series. I don't think the new guy's that much young. How old's the new guy? Like, no, nothing against him. But I'm against the situation. I'll still watch it though, bro. Games End Chill, thanks for the follow. Mavis Beacon taught you. Mario Teaches Typing taught me. I guess I could say Mario taught me. But the game itself, Mario Teaches Typing taught me. Vernon Dent, hello, on Twitch. I'm sour because Lex Luthor's not the hero. That is part of it. All right, let's walk up one of these. Head towards Broadway. Portable data storage. Yeah, it's a nice area, Gina. School on my left with those vertical air conditioners, which are apparently quite expensive compared to their landscape horizontal counterparts, because there's just a lot less windows that require these types. But I guess this school, for some reason, has chosen to have some really narrow windows at the Brandeis School here. It's a high school. Yeah, why are the windows so small? Henry Cavill's 42, new guy's 31. It's not that much younger. I don't know. Especially these days. Not to mention when the whole thing happened, Cavill was still like mid-30s. I don't know, whatever. But thanks for checking, John. I guess they're farther apart in age than I thought, but you know, just justifying now. I think they function as normal air conditioners, but I think the way they have to like redo the whole inside, so it's all different, but the same. Look at that, was that a Chevy Tracker? You don't see that every day, or do you? I don't know, maybe somebody does see it every day. See, it's hard to cross in the middle of the street sometimes because you think there's a gap in the car, but then that's where they put the trash bins. My bad babies. VJ's Starboy said your friend. Do you mean NYU, like Stern School of Business? That's downtown. That's right around Washington Square Park. That's around like 4th Street actually. And we're on 85th. A little different, but really not that far in the grand scheme of things. If that's what you meant. Small windows prohibit daydreaming. Don't you dare dream, especially not about the future. Oh no, we got the light. Did I spend any time on this block? I guess till we get to the Bell Nord. My nose is itchy. Robert's back. Good morning. Did I miss Cat Yellow? Key Food getting deliveries here. Pizza Man, good morning. Receptive Topics official, good morning to you. Oh, I didn't realize you're Now this is interesting to me. Hold on a second. So this is the Bell Nord. Pretty fancy looking apartment. That guy's dancing. But I don't know if they're putting up or taking down the scaffolding here, but this scaffolding is the nicer kind, and then this scaffolding is the more traditional kind. So how does that work in the same building? Why don't they have uniform scaffolding? Bagels and Walk, Sean? This is the only murders in the building. Do they also have competing scaffolding companies on this? Yeah, I think they called the floppy disks floppy because the first ones were big and floppy. When we got to the 3.5-inch ones, those are very hard and quite sturdy, not floppy at all. Well, the name stuck. I guess there's a lot more history there in Mojave, yep. Oh, this is like the back end of the Bell Nord. Oh, they have a whole separate doorman there too? Interesting. Rumbly, thanks for the follow. Let's see. Do we stay on Broadway? Do we go towards Riverside, West End again? To make sure we have enough fun. Oh, it's a red light for the cars. We can go. Thin plastic layer. Interesting. But the disc itself is still... I thought the floppiness of the disc also contributed to the colloquial name. Ah, new patisserie. I don't know if it's new actually, but it smells good. Grumbly, yeah, humid, rain potentially, depending. I have my umbrella just in case. I think it was also a band. One said rentals, other said condos. I guess that's a possibility. I do know buildings that have stuff like that. I think the Copper Building is kind of like that. What about the discrepancy of scaffolding? Bagels and Walk, Sean. The discrepancy of scaffolding. Discrepancy. Fine, let's read this poem. In the age of dawning tech, floppy disks emerged as the heralds of storage, from the first fragile 8-inch to the compact 3.5-inch warriors. Wow. They carry secrets and dreams, uniting coders and gamers. Coders and gamers. Did you specifically ask about games? No, coders and gamers. Nobody else. I didn't know those are the ends of the spectrum, and everything falls in between coders and gamers. That seems to be the case. Your legacy lives on in bytes and hearts. Wow. That's true. That's a social construct. Being ladylike. we're still on Broadway. Do we go elsewhere? Paul McNeely, hello. 12-inch discs, very floppy. See, let's use two hands, impressive. I don't know yet. Do I want to go more west? We've been doing like more Riverside drivey stuff. Maybe I'll still do that next block. Flopping. Lorel is here. Good morning. Paul used to have a computer with 8-inch floppies. That's what you... Nope. Nope. When's your flight, Norel? All right, let's go left or west. Okay, that's pretty good septic. 8-inch floppy is impressive. Imagine the hard drive. All right, that's pretty good. That's good. That's very good. Thomas Stilson, have a good day in Connecticut. I remember this. Honda Fit. Probably a pretty practical New York City car, unless you have a family of like 7. But family of 7 in New York City is also kind of impractical, but not impossible. So there's that family of like 12 or something, isn't there? Like they're all musicians. Not a family channel. Innuendos. I mean, all those, even Disney movies has a bunch of stuff like jokes that go over kids' heads and are meant for adults, don't they? Everything's patience and fortitude. Tomorrow's 7 a.m. Ooh, it's an early flight. Better get to the airport at 4 a.m. so you can have 8 pounds of bacon at the airport. Let me cross left again. I don't know. West End Avenue doesn't have too much stuff. It's very residential. It's still interesting. Riverside is also super residential, but at least it's twisty. Ambrose loves parking the Honda Fit. Space saver. Oh, does that mean your birthday's tomorrow, Norel?
Day.
It's not an off day for me, though. But an early happy birthday to Norel. Oh, no more bacon for Swanky-Lax. Moderation! Or you could just eat in front of him and be mean. I hope everything is still charging my backpack. It's hard to test this stuff at home because the drain is very flatline, you know? But outside, there's service fluctuations, you know? My back is always moving. There's no test like a real test. All right, and we'll do it live. What else have I missed? Ooh. No floppy disks for Eric. That sounds like a cool upbringing. Wait, the Honda Fit is known as the Honda Jazz in Southeast Asia? What's the reasoning behind that differentiation in naming? Birthday bacon! Yeah, you should be able to, like, I think as part of like the universe, on your birthday, you should automatically have a plate of bacon appear on your bedside. Now, I understand that not everybody eats bacon or can eat bacon or whatever, but You don't have to eat it, it just has to be there. Allie's here. The last day of the cooler weather, but the humidity's already up there, so we got that to play with. Let's see if this car's gonna run me over. Nope, we're safe. Joan of Arc on my left. Com Def, welcome back. Thanks for checking in. I mean, hopefully I'll be able to do New Year's this year. There's no guarantee though, because they could put me on the schedule for working on that holiday. I asked them like to not do that, and I have a little more seniority now, so hopefully they don't. But they gotta rotate us through eventually. So if I get it, I'm not gonna complain, but it might limit us with a night stream. But I might just suck it up and not get much sleep, which is fine too. Low sodium bacon. Wow. I'm assuming low sodium bacon still tastes incredibly salty, if I had to guess. Maybe? I can go either way on crispy or chewy. Mrs. Commuter loves crispy bacon. Like, the crunchier it is, not being burnt, the better. I can go either way on it. Sometimes I like an in-between. It's not the size of your innuendo. С днем рождения тебя. It sounds kind of weird, but yeah. Bacon? No. Nope. Turned. Wrangler. He's a little close to the fire. Technically, I think this Wrangler is too close to the fire hydrant. Let's see. All right, I'm going to start from the front. These are my feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He's about 11 of my feet, which are size 13. So it's it's very close. It's very close. You have to be 15 feet away. Ooh, you're flying first class as a treat? Do you get the lounge? I don't know. I guess it depends on the airport and the airline. I guess C. Definitely, if you're flying first class as a treat, definitely take advantage of every single thing first class offers you. I don't know if Swanky's drinking at this point, so if not, you take his drinks too. Just take everything. Take advantage of every little thing. The only words out of your mouth should be yes if they ask you any question. I mean, there could be some, but you know what I mean. Yes, please. Would you like? Yes, please. D. Wright, was your 46th birthday on Sunday? You didn't get any bacon. Well, belated happy birthday. Sorry I didn't get the bacon. I allow you to get as much bacon today as you want. Douglas, good morning. Same as low sodium ketchup, probably still tastes just as sodium-y as regular ketchup. You know what's kind of hard to find? Ketchup without added sugar. There are a few brands, and I think it tastes good. It probably doesn't last as long, but in terms of like, it just tastes more like real tomatoes, which I like. So look for that if you can in your local stores. Low sodium salt, sodium chloride. But wait, what can they do? Can they like change the chloride to something else and allow like one sodium to bond to two of another? I guess it would just depend on like the electrons, right? Whatever. Probably not, because it's only like, it probably wouldn't work. All right, never mind. Caesar, hello. He's far from the hydrants, parked in the middle of the road. Oh, the other guy, yes. Ah, the iPhone heating. Yeah, those have gotten hotter over the years, huh? Ale is here. Good morning. Feed the birds, tuppence a bag. I don't know why I just said that. None for him, Norel? Yeah, then you gotta take all the stuff that's being offered to him and just double up on everything. Yeah, yes to all. Yes to all. Yes, Strawberry Field, absolutely. Lemonade without sugar? Yeah, I mean, that's just like, you can just buy those, I think. Those are meant for like cooking, I think. I say I think a lot, but I probably don't think that much. Ambrose has no strong feelings towards bacon. That's strange. Twisted Owl Squad are not a big fan of ketchup. We should call the police. I don't think there needs to be added sugar in ketchup. It's just like a thing that it's overdone, this added sugar business. Potassium instead of sodium? What does that even taste like? Yeah, because potassium is also like a KCl, sodium chloride. Like they can be interchangeable, but can you eat that? If you eat plenty of bacon, you can get eternal life. Well, eternal something. Oh, they do just replace it with potassium chloride. Okay. What does potassium chloride taste like? Does that have a taste? The best way to cook bacon is in an oven, actually. It does work out pretty nicely. Added sugars for kids. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. But if they never had it that way, then they might not know it. I think we underestimate them sometimes. Some people love their ketchup on eggs and everything else, but it's all a social construct. You can do whatever you want. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Social construct. Just like how eggs are a breakfast food. Social construct. There's a Heinz sugar-free. No, but okay, when you get those sugar-free ketchups, they also have sugar substitutes. And it's hard to find one that doesn't have a sugar substitute either for the sugar-free ketchups. Like they'll have sucralose or something in there. Oh, potassium chloride also tastes like salt? Interesting. You are gonna have pizza in New York? I mean, you gotta indulge a little bit, you know? Even with. Krispy Kreme is very sweet. The only Krispy Kreme I actually like, and that's probably one of my favorite donuts, is just the original glazed. That's it. I don't like any of the ones with fillings. Those get to be a little too much. Ooh, metallic aftertaste. Num num. Potassium. Oh, big glitch. Oh, I wonder what that glitch was about. Unclear what that glitch was about. I'll have to check the log. Probably Deborah. I wouldn't be surprised. Addiction. All those sugar cereals, yeah. Even Kix has a bit of sugar in it. And that was the one that was kid tested, mother approved, Kix cereal. They removed added sugar to applesauce, took a long time to get used to. Yeah, applesauce should also not need to have any sugar in it. Like added. Apples have sugar. And it's all natural, yeah. Ah. You can replace salt with lemon juice? This doesn't sound good. If you can't pronounce the ingredients, it's probably not healthy. Possibly. Yeah, it's always good to know what you're putting in your body. I tend to just ignore it, but don't listen to me on that part. Holly only ate cereals endorsed by Mikey. Mikey likes it. Mikey, the cereal tester of the 90s. Interesting. Lemon. I still wonder what that glitch was about. What was like the sweetest cereal I remember? Cinnamon Toast Crunch was very sweet. I mean, it turned the milk into just like a, I don't know, a cinnamon sugar shake. Cocoa Pebbles, even though it made the bowl very chocolate milky, I feel like they weren't super duper sweet, not like some of the other ones. Carl's Balls is still here. I really want to know what the inside of that van looks like. It's got to be on their Instagram, right? I like Honey Nut Cheerios. Cookie Crisp. In terms of like the most ridiculous cereal, like Cookie Crisp, even though it wasn't like really like as dense and sweet as cookies, but like to eat a bowl of cookie breakfast things seemed ridiculous, but I still enjoyed them. Cookie Crisp. Fruity Pebbles were also, yeah. Bob likes custard. Looking at the type of ivy on the wall. I don't see any of the poison variety. 7:39. Oh, I actually made a pretty decent time now. I don't know that I ever had Kaboom cereal. I do remember the original Cheerios are always about heart health or something. I did eat I grew up eating a bunch of cereal for breakfast, but when Grandma was in town from Russia, which was usually for about half the year, those days, I would just eat whatever dinner we had the night before. So it was all sorts of various things. Borscht, stuffed crepes with meat. It was nothing, it was never like a traditional social construct breakfast food. It was anything. But other times I would just eat a lot of cereal. Captain Crunch, isn't that the one that cuts up the roof of your mouth every time you eat it? Oatmeal's pretty good. You just gotta not get those that have like all the apple cinnamon already built in, because it's all like sugar in those too. I enjoyed Smacks a lot, actually. I liked Smacks. That one was pretty sweet though too, if I'm remembering correctly. Fiber One Ultra brand, keeping it regular. I don't think I ate Trix that much. Silly rabbit. Joanne, hello. Yeah, lots of leftovers, yeah. I think at times I did want more stuff just because of people at school, but that's that social construct stuff kicking in. Colon blow? I do remember. There's a lot of like tofu applications that I feel like people overlook in Western countries. It's probably more of a money thing, Twisted House Squad. A bacon cheeseburger and a Guinness for breakfast hits the spot. Hey, you know, It's your so-called retirement. You can do whatever you want. D Films, thanks for the follow. I think you followed me like 8 times in the last 24 hours, but I appreciate each one. My crusty clusters? Oh man. Yum yum. Elliot Brown, good morning. Thank you, Luke, for hanging out. Raid suggestions. Cold pizza and coffee. Man, I didn't even have coffee until like after college. I never had any in high school. I don't think many kids did. But getting through college and not having coffee, I guess, could be considered interesting. But yeah, I don't think I had any coffee until after college, like regularly, like a morning coffee. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, somebody. I don't think we ever rated Miyochi in Turkey. Let's do that. Let's go to Turkey. Let me pull up Twitch. Feed the birds. Tuppence a bag. Tuppence a bag. Okay. Okay. Should be started. Internship, yeah, it sounds like the place that coffee will start. Yep. Arcade, hello and goodbye. Magic Spoon cereals. I don't even know what those are. Abby, glad you enjoyed. Thanks for joining. Anyway, is that? No, it's still connected. Yeah, the virtual machine holds the OBS WebSocket connection much better than the Mac did. Anyway, I'm not sitting on a bench just because of the wetness, but yeah. Thanks, folks, for joining today. Appreciate your support. Just hanging out. Super Chat, Super Stickers, PayPal, Patreon, memberships, thank you. Subscribers, thank you. Non-subscribers, thank you too. But if you're not subscribed and listening to me ramble on, do think about it. It helps us out. But no pressure. It does tell YouTube that you like this kind of stuff. And they always like to bury us, so we're trying to fight the power. Twitch friends, thanks for the follows and subscriptions. The subscription on Twitch is a premium level of support, like a membership on YouTube, so thank you for that. And if you have Amazon Prime, you could always use a Prime sub once a month on Twitch manually. Get rid of ads if you want. Goldberg. Yeah, I saw Goldberg coming back. I guess they're trying to figure out his last match. It seemed like rather sudden, and the actual fight is going to be rather sudden. I don't know. I guess we'll see where it goes. I wonder if that's why. Maybe Goldberg didn't want to fight Jey Uso for his last match. Maybe that's why they had him lose that title so unceremoniously. I still don't like how they did that to Jey. Sorry, I've gotten off topic again. Back to YouTube. Thank you for your thumbs, and thank you to the mods everywhere. Have a great rest of Wednesday. If I don't see you again, Thursday and Friday, we should be back Friday morning for a commute down south and hit up a couple of bridges. We'll see how that goes. But if I have time between now and then, maybe you'll see me again. I don't know. It depends on if there's stuff to test. I have to see if the stuff in my backpack charged or not, based on my switch ups. So, raid has gone through. All right. Check out Miyochi in Turkey. Until next time, have a good one. Bad Warhol, thanks for the follow. See you soon.